Hi everyone, it's Chef Howard. Today in the kitchen we're going to make some pizza bagels. They're a great snack if you're just looking for something quick, or it makes a really simple weeknight dinner. You should probably have everything that you're going to need to make them already in your pantry. You just got to do a little bit of digging. So let's go ahead and get started on this today. I am going to start by grating my cheese. And one of the things I love about grating fresh mozzarella is that it doesn't have any starches on it, so it actually melts better than the shredded cheese that you're gonna buy in the store. So anytime I can, I always try to grate my own cheese fresh. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start to get these assembled now that my cheese is grated. So I'm gonna take some bagels. We always have bagels in our freezer, so that's why this is such an easy thing for us to do. I'm gonna open up just a jar of pizza sauce that I went ahead and bought from the store. This, I always recommend to use pizza sauce over a marinara or a tomato sauce just because it's thicker. So it's gonna look more like pizza at the end of the day. So we are gonna go ahead and spread our pizza sauce all over the tops of our bagels. And you can do it to however you like. If you like a lot of sauce, definitely put it on. If you don't like a lot, just do a little bit. But it will need a little bit of it because it's actually gonna help the cheese stick to your bagel. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take all that shredded mozzarella that we just grated and we're gonna start to put it on top of our pizza bagels. And definitely use about a good handful. You don't wanna go too much on it because then all that extra cheese is just gonna slide right off your pizza bagel. But I usually like about a handful and a half. Okay, so once you get your cheese on, we're gonna add a little bit of Italian herbs. And in this case, I'm just gonna use a little bit of dried basil. Just a little sprinkle is gonna do. You don't need too much on it. Just enough to bring up some of those Italian flavors. And once you're done with that, the next thing is if you just want a plain cheese pizza bagel, you can totally just leave it like this, or you can go ahead and add your favorite pizza toppings. In our house, one of our favorite things are pineapple and black olive, so that's exactly what we're gonna do today. We always keep some pineapple pieces, canned pineapple and canned black olives in our pantry, at all times. That way, whenever the craving hits for some pizza bagels, we're always ready to go. Put our pineapple on. And I just took some canned black olives and I just sliced them in half. It's a lot easier than cutting them into those little rings that you would get at the pizzeria. And we're just gonna add some black olive halves to our pizza bagels. And once I get that on, sometimes, especially if I put a lot of toppings on, I like to add just a couple more pieces of cheese to the top of them. That's just gonna kind of help glue your pizza toppings down so they don't slide off while they're baking or when you take that first bite. Once we do that, we're gonna get them in the oven at 375 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. You're just looking for the cheese to get nice and bubbly and just slightly golden brown. You don't wanna go too much further than that because if you do, your bagel is gonna start to burn. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out of the oven. See, they're nice and melted and a little bit bubbly, and they're just starting to crisp up. From here, I'm gonna put them down on my table. And they're still a little hot, so I like to give them a little minute just to set up, because if you cut into them or bite into them right away, all that cheese is just gonna melt right off. So I'm gonna let them sit for just a minute before I cut into them. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one off the sheet. We've got a little kid running around the house, so one of the things we like to do is just it's a little more manageable, is we actually like to take our knife and cut it into half, and then cut it into half again. That way he's got 4 little quarters. It's a little bit easier for him to eat. Take it, put it right on the table and enjoy. Thanks for cooking with me.